It is interesting the way we contort ourselves, Michael Steele, in the era of Trump to say, don't take my word for it. It's so bad he'd be convicted hands down in a real court. It's so bad Chuck Cooper, right-wing nut defense lawyer, says so. You step back, and it really does come back to something Jamie Raskin said, common sense. A sitting American president incited an insurrection. That is not in dispute. And it seems to me if it was in dispute, that he did that, we would have heard all about his remorse and his pain and his regret and his grief. And if you were Donald Trump and you didn't mean to do that, you'd be enraged that it happened. Nothing. Nada. Zip.
Yeah, Nicolle, I've been telling folks to stop doing that for 4 years now. It is still stunningly amazing to me how much the press, the politicians continually fall into this Trumpian trap of trying to make him something that he's not. And so we find ourselves very much, as Chuck just illustrated, taking these narratives and trying to fit them into a conventional hole where they don't fit. They're not supposed to fit because they're not real. And so, what happened today for 2.5 hours was exactly what we knew was going to happen. And the only thing that you walk away with is this: Donald Trump was the victim here. He was the victim of cancel culture. He was the victim of angry Democrats who, quote, hate him. That was the animus here, was hate. And what that is a reflection of Donald Trump, a projection of Trump. Trump has projected to this country from the very moment he came down that escalator, his hatred for certain groups, his hatred for certain processes, his hatred for the constitutional norms. That's why Steve Bannon and Reince Priebus sat on a stage here in Washington, D.C., talking about what the agenda was. And what did they say it would be? Deconstructing the administrative state. We knew this was the end point. This was the end game because they told it to us. And yet we still play the game as if Donald Trump would behave and respond the way a Barack Obama would or George Bush would. That was never going to be the case.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.